Our first week in the Badger State's capital, Madison, has been unforgettable. And the top emerging story is simple. Two league newcomers are making names for themselves. Reagan Cooper began as a 6th-round draft pick, and now she's one of AU's top stars. Jordan Thompson, though, has been the gold standard and is carrying a commanding lead into this final match of Week 3. Tonight, our top two square off.
Jordan Thompson's been tearing up the league.
Cooper's been so fun to watch. She is so high above the net. She almost gets up in the air, and there's almost a split second where she's just defying gravity.
Thompson, another delivery to her, and that's going to be another kill. He has exceeded 10 kills in all 8 matches this year. Sometimes there's no stopping what can't be stopped. And the captain doing captain kind of things.
And you're watching AU Pro Volleyball Championship from Madison, Wisconsin. It's the final match of Week 3 with our top two facing off. Team Thompson versus Team Cooper. And you can expect plenty of fireworks. Welcome to Madtown. Alongside the former Olympian Key Michael, I'm Noah Frary. And if you like big hitters, you're in the right spot tonight. 4 of AU's best are going to be in action this evening. And Key, I don't know, it feels like a pretty grand finale to Week 3.
I mean, these are two hard-hitting teams, and it's wild to think that they are captained by two newbies to AU. Very different in their stages of their volleyball career, but so similar in their style of play, and this is who I'm going to be looking out for. If the going gets tough, the gold get going, and it's Thompson front and center. She's demanding the ball from her setter in high-pressure moments, and she's just living and dying on the sword of her own performance. But the Olympic gold medalist has the skills and the accolades to back it up. The crown is heavy, and it's bedazzled if you're JT, but it looks like she's headed in one direction this season, and that is straight to the top of the podium, especially if she keeps going at this breakneck point-scoring speed. She is the one to beat right now. On the other hand, she's got some competition in Reagan Cooper. Her performance has been skyrocketing since Week 1. She's really coming into her own, being so dynamic, so athletic, reaching over and around every block in front of her. And Cooper's put together a team with a balanced group that doesn't overly rely on her own offense, and that leaves a bit of breathing room, not only for other players to shoulder the weight, but also for some creativity in the substitution. She's been playing only front court, but somehow still dominating in the stats. And I'm just so excited to watch these two go head-to-head.
Those 23 kills were the 4th time that Thompson has gone over 20 this season. It's a new league record. And for Cooper, coming off another MVP nod last evening, we'll see what she has in store for us this evening. Well, as we get set for action here in Madison, Brooke Nonaviller back to serve first for Team Cooper. Highest draft pick of the season, 6th overall for her this year. Here's Sydney Hilly, the former Wisconsin Badger. And Nonaviller with a big swing out of the back row. First look at Jordan Thompson, leader heading into this final match. A steady dose early. Thompson off the block. Hilly, this time looking for Hoffman. And a point goes to Orange to get things underway.
And I think you'll notice this early on is Hilly's going to be looking for other outlets. She's going to try and get Hoffman going. She'll look to Maddie Kingdon-Rischel as well. She doesn't want to go to Thompson too early because she knows she'll need her in those heavy pressure moments.
Short serve, float serve for Nonaviller. Hilly turns it over for Caffey. It comes right back. There's Thompson, tip pass. Monserrat, who's had a great Week 3, kept it alive. Now Dani Drews, skies in. Kill number 499 in Dani Drews' career.
And Drews was one of the top picks off the board for good reason. In the last match, she had 13 kills, but combine that with 7 digs as well. So she's one of those players that she'll get going offensively, but also can keep things going in the defense, and we love that about her.
Kingdon-Rischel spun around. Down ball set up here, looking for Hoffman, who comes in 5th in points heading into the week. Thompson, another roll shot, covered up by Hentz. And now Reagan Cooper. And there was nothing that Claire Hoffman could do with that fastball.
This is why we've been so excited by Cooper. It's the way that she's able to get over and around any ball that comes her way. So that ball, a little tight to the net, but you saw her go wrist away to get under the block.
Leo Pereira sliding into that third slot. Valentin Anderson into fourth after the match earlier on, but Hoffman right on the precipice of getting back into the captain's role as Cooper provides another block.
I asked Cooper before the match how she was feeling about going up against JT. She said, I have so much respect for her. She's such a great player, but I love it. It makes me excited to go up against those kind of players, and she's growing in confidence, and I imagine a block like that will help.
You love playing the best, and you get to do that here at AU. Here's Hoffman. Monserrat turns it over to Sambathi. Sambathi had a really nice first match of week 3. Play a huge role in this ultimate match of week 3. Here's Caffey on the slide. Pinpoint placement.
Middle for middle. We love it. As Sambathi gets going on a slide, and then Caffey goes on the one leg behind, and I like her going deep on that swing as well. She's trying to get away from where those big blockers are in front of her.
Tight to the net here. Sambathi just threw it across. Steady dose of Hoffman early on. Hens will track it down. Here's Drews out of the back row. Montez was there. Hoffman found hands. Do you go back to Drews? No, it's Nunaviller. Happy setting up Thompson, and there's her first kill of the evening.
That's a super finish from Thompson. We know she's got more of that left in the tank, but have a look at this dig by Hen. She is sprinting into that cheese grater, which is a dangerous place to be, even in Wisconsin.
I stay away from cheese graters. Hit my fingers way too many times as Cooper swings. Hoffman has a go, just wide.
And one of the things we talked about in the Open is the orange team have so much balance. So it's not just Cooper that's scoring, and you've already seen that Drews getting involved, Sambathi. The question mark on the gold side is, if things are not firing, is it only Thompson who can score? Because that's what we saw last night. I liked on the first night. We saw a little bit more from Kingdon Richel.
Hoffman finds the corner. Off hands.
Hoffman's one of those quietly efficient players. We saw her last night with 10 kills and hitting 400%. That is what you need out of a player that's maybe more of a passing player, but when she gets her opportunity, she'll get something done.
Monserrat just pushes it over. Hilly turns to Cappy. Team Thompson back within 2. Talk about Hoffman, and with a good performance tonight, a couple of win points, some individual stat points, most likely she's going to be in the captain's chair in week 4.
And I think that has to do not only with the points she scores, but the lack of errors that she gives up as she sends one out of the end line there. But I was looking at some numbers. She had no errors in the reception last night, and she was forced to pass 16 balls. So that just means she's keeping herself from getting those negative points.
So is she the perfect Robin to the Batman that is Jordan Thompson?
That's a good, I like that analogy. Yes, she's a little bit of the yin to the yang. Less offensive, more just stabilizing things in the backcourt.
Dani Drews, she's all offense, and that is kill number 500 for Dani Drews. Just the 3rd player in AU history to cross that plateau.
Drews is so offensive. She is a weapon every time she goes up, and this is a roll shot, not her hardest driven ball, but clever shot to go around the block.
Hilly, there's Hoffman, it's a kill. Going back to Dani Drews, when you talk to people around AU, Key, they say this is the version that they saw in 2022 when Dani Drews finished on the podium in this league.
Yeah, we've seen that greatness from her. Last season, a little bit shakier in terms of her efficiency, but certainly capable of doing things in great measure in small spurts. And I think now, this season, with this captain, especially with Cooper, Drews is just having a much more, there's much less on her shoulders in terms of offense. She's able to be herself and play her game because she's not seeing 2-3 blockers in front of her every time. That was the case maybe last year, that she's coming off of a great year and everyone thinks, no, we got to stop her. She's our target.
You get that reputation.
Exactly.
The errant serve there, -8. Each of these players getting individual stat points throughout this match. Here's a look at Jordan Thompson. She has the most points by a wide margin, over 800 coming into this final match of week 3. Out for Nunaviller. Off the net, and Wangarantes cannot push that one back across.
And you mentioned Thompson with 800 points coming in. She's the only player in AU to get 1,000 points every week so far. No one else is really even coming close to that. She's just in a league of her own.
She's gonna have to do some work in this matchup to get another 1,000-point week. There's Kingdon Rischel off the block. Montserrat, there's Sambothi. Kingdon Rischel, another heavy swing. Scramble play for gold. Dani Drews denied. Sophie Fisher says not today.
Fisher, one of those up-and-coming players. We've seen her get some phenomenal stuffs, and this is one of them. Drews looking for that sharp angle that she's had so much success with, and Fisher just throws that inside arm, presses it over, takes away the shot.
She's an incredible player in the SEC at Georgia. And that one from Nunaviller, who played her college volleyball in the Pac-12, finding a wide open spot on the court.
Yeah, you mentioned Fisher there playing in Georgia. She played front court and back court, and I've been waiting to see that here at Athletes Unlimited. I think it'd be so fun.
Here's Fisher again, kept alive. Down ball to Hoffman. Off the block, diving in is Drews. Nunaviller out of system, it doesn't matter. She was MVP 1 in last night's match. Trying to carry that momentum into this one. Long run for Hilly. Flipped over by Hoffman. Montserrat, Nunaviller. And this time covered up by Hoffman, but Hilly cannot keep it in play. It feels like Team Cooper right now is just playing very free against this gold team that is forced to use their first timeout, and we'll get back to that thought after the break. Team Cooper up by 6 over Team Thompson. When we come back, we're trying a Wisconsin delicacy live on television. Well, we are back in Madison, Wisconsin, and if you're in Madtown, there's one type of food that you have to try, and a little birdie told me that one Key Michael had never tried a cheese curd, and so our crew has delivered some, and you're going to get to see live here on ESPNU Key Michael try her first ever Wisconsin cheese curd.
I'm a little bit nervous. Just the word curd, it kind of just makes my stomach turn a little bit. But you know what? For the camp, for you guys, I'll do it. Anything for you.
Well, are we going ranch or no ranch on the first one? No.
I'm gonna go ranch.
Okay, we're going ranch.
Oh.
They don't disappoint, right? Okay, now you got to go no ranch.
Okay. Guys, I am easy to please, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to food taste, I am no connoisseur, but this is delicious. I admit it, this is delicious.
Okay, so give us your rating. Give us your rating. Out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Okay, there you heard it. Key Michael's first ever attempt at a Wisconsin cheese curd, and I imagine we're gonna keep eating these the rest of the night.
I know,
At least
now
I
we've got
will.
a snack. We've got a snack to go for the rest of the night. If you hear us munching away, you'll know why.
Team Thompson trying to stage a comeback. That will not help, as Sambothi creating a wall in front of Jordan Thompson. There's Thompson over the block. And Team Thompson looking all out of sorts right now. What's going wrong for them, Key?
It's wild because this is the first time we've seen them really have this kind of pressure on them. I don't think there's anything going particularly wrong. I think it's just the way that Orange are playing. They're firing on all cylinders, and it starts with a tough serve. Hilly's been off the net a little bit, hasn't been able to fire her middle going. That one's much better to Fisher.
The slide there to Fisher. Maybe that gets Team Thompson going. This is a team loaded with weapons. Thompson, Claire Hoffman, and Talked about Maddie Kingdon, Rischel as well. Those three were in the top 7 coming into tonight. Monserrat's looking for Drews. And just poor communication on that back line. A lot of points on the line here tonight. You have the individual points, you have the win points that you'll get, as well as MVP points that'll be voted on later on tonight. But right now, Team Thompson and Jordan Thompson with a commanding lead as that ace adds 12 points to Brooke Nunneviller's tally. She's sitting in 10th right now.
I love the combination that we have on the orange side. And Nunneviller, one of those special players that has just a little bit of everything. You ask her to get an ace, she'll get it. You ask her to get a tip or a roll, she'll do that. Defense is stellar as well. Former libero in the backcourt.
Thompson found hands, kept up. And now Cooper delivers off the hands of Cappy.
And that defense there from Nunneviller, a perfect example. She's sitting exactly where she needs to be in the seam between the blockers, pops up a perfect pass, and then there are so many options for Montserrat.
An 8-1 run for Team Cooper. And Team Thompson forced to take their second timeout here in this opening set. And you look at this orange team, they come across as very happy-go-lucky, and they told us after week 1 or at the beginning of this week that they would kind of dub themselves the Orange Retrievers, and you can kind of see that out on the floor.
That's a really good point. They absolutely do, and they're playing as if there's no reason that they can't get every single ball. And I spoke to Cooper herself, and I said, all right, what's the key to taking down Thompson's side? She said scrappiness. We have to be really aware of who's front court, who's back court. We have to be smarter than them. We have to make sure that we run our middles, and that's one thing that she was looking at when the blue side yesterday was putting some pressure on Thompson's side. It was a lot to do with Serena Gray running through the middle. She said, I saw that, I watched it. We want to do something similar, so look out for her to use her middles a lot.
And I think if you're Team Cooper, what you want to see in this match is, can you play a complete match? You look back to their first match here in week 3 where they dominate those last 2 sets, but you lose the first set. And then that next match against Team McCage, you dominate the first 2 sets and you lose that third set and almost the match. Can they play 3 complete sets? That's what it's going to take down Team Thompson. You
absolutely have to. You cannot just go for one sprint. And I think that's the case as well. You can't assume that you've won, even if it's 8-18 in the first.
Thompson still looking to get going. Team Thompson turns to Cappy. She's been hot early on with a pair of kills.
And I'm not surprised to see her get a little bit more action, like we mentioned, getting those middles firing, but also because she was hitting 100 last night. She only got 3 sets, but all 3 of them she put away, so I would definitely give her more ball.
Here's Cooper, roll shot, and even one of America's best liberos could not keep that one off the Terraflex.
Yeah, speaking of gold medalists, there's another one right there in the backcourt. But Cooper is smart, and I think this is what differentiates the best players at the highest level, are they know when they can tip and roll and when they should hit hard.
So both feet to serve. Tough pass for Hilly, made something of it. Montserrat, here's Nunneviller. Hilly again taken out of the play. Down ball, Thompson. And finally delivers her second kill.
We talk a lot about offense, and Thompson does well to finish it off there, but that play mostly kept alive by Hilly, and that was what she did really well last night as well. 14 digs to help her team be offensive, not only by just setting.
Cooper again, and Kingdon Rischel couldn't handle it. All gas, no brakes right now for Team Cooper. Montserrat to serve. This is Thompson. Maybe starting to get going. You're not used to seeing Jordan Thompson hitting negative in a match.
Yeah, this is uncharted territory for the gold medalist, but I think this is going to be a testament to her and her style, her skill, if she can dig herself back out of it.
And the service mistake there for Cappy. Takes 8 points off of her tally. Positive and negative individual points. 12 points for a Soto's ace. She get 8 for a kill, but You have a service error, that's -8. A setting error by someone like Hilly or Montserrat would be -12. These points add up at the end of the week. Overpass for Nunaviller. Just a reset there from Hilly. Hence turns to Drew, into the block, but out of play. Actually, they'll say that one was on the surface. Got a poor angle at it.
Fisher patrolling the net already.
And LeGros just misfires there. Speak to that, you're a middle. That's so challenging, especially when you're playing with new setters week in and week out.
You're 100% right, and that's the biggest challenge, I think, is that middle setters connection. And that's why if you have the luxury of playing with someone that you've played before, whether it be a national team or in a league somewhere, you saw that with Molly McCage and Maddie Bug in the last match, you have that little bit of an advantage.
Well, Team Thompson's block is popping off right now. And Team Cooper sensing that, calling the timeout here. If you're Team Cooper, what you don't want to allow Team Thompson to do is ultimately get back in the set, but even if they can't, don't allow them to build momentum that they can take into set 2.
I like the way the orange side have been playing. This is exactly what we expected from this team. They have so many different weapons coming at you, and one of the things that we noticed in the last couple of matches is that the sets get distributed between multiple players. So if you look at the difference between these two teams over the 2 matches, look at Cooper, Drews, and Nunaviller, all kind of similar numbers there in terms of how many balls they're getting, but on Thompson's side, she's getting almost 2/3 the amount. I can't do the math there, don't make me do math, but let's say, you know, 64 to 97, that's a huge difference between those two. She's getting a lot more opportunities to swing, and which means her team around her are getting less. So this is what I love about a team that has balance. The blockers find it really difficult to know who to line up on.
But you know as well as I do, many a team have tried to game plan for Jordan Thompson, and she still finds a way.
Yes, that is 100% true. So I don't think Orange is going to be taking their knee pads off or getting their sweatpants on anytime soon.
Your Team Cooper, you don't want Team Thompson to build momentum here at the end of the set. Nunaviller dives underneath it, gets to her feet, and now Thompson's there. Kingdon Ruschel pushes it over. Nunaviller with another go. This time down the line, and Thompson sent to her backside.
And that's another example of smart play, right? Even if Thompson had got that ball up, she's then down in the defense, and it makes it harder for her to attack. So she's the go-to attacker for gold. Find ways to keep her out of the offense.
It's Team Cooper who's built an 8-point edge in this opening set. We play 3 sets in AU. The aggregate score ultimately deciding things as Kingdon Ruschel claws one back for Team Thompson.
I feel as though Thompson needs Ruschel to go off. She and Thompson were kind of 2 sides of the same coin on the first night. That's why they were successful. A little quieter last night.
Here's Nunaviller. She has not been quiet this evening. Powering another one through the block. 6 kills, hitting close to 600 in this match. Thompson from the back row. Will that get her going?
Something got her going. She's fired up. Look for her faces as well. If she's having a good night and if she's feeling comfortable, you'll start to see that, I like to call it that joyful weirdness come out in JT.
There's Sambothi and Kingdon Ruschel. Couldn't do anything with it. You know, it was funny, Key, you and I were talking over breakfast this morning about Jordan Thompson, and much like you mentioned, the facial expressions, and you can see her just fun and having a ton of fun out there, but when she needs to, she can lock in and kind of go into, you know, killer drone mode.
Yeah, she absolutely will.
Here's Hoffman. And Team Thompson staves off a set point.
Yeah, this is uncharacteristic for the gold side, but they've still got a chance here.
Deep serve from Hilly. Good pass from Cooper. Gets it back and goes long. They wanted the touch. They get the touch. And Team Cooper takes it here in set number 1. This battle of newcomers that have become stars in AU, living up to it early on. Team Cooper and every player on that team earning 40 points for the set victory over Team Thompson. It's been all Team Cooper here early on. They lead by 8 as we head to set number 2 here in Madison.
Hey, great energy. Way to just keep scrapping. Way to win those long rallies. Way to keep that transition set inside on her. I mean, that's really nice there. Green light. Green light. Dani. Coop, Coop, Coop. Keep it in, keep it in. Good. Good. Wow.
Team Cooper playing free and looking dominant in that opening set, an 8-point win, 25-17 over Team Thompson, and Brooke Nuneviller was massive for Team Cooper alongside Reagan Cooper.
Yeah, Brooke Nuneviller getting some hot stuff going on the outside. This is exactly what we've been expecting from her throughout this season. She likes an inside ball, outside. She's pretty much one of those most versatile players that you're going to see here at Athletes Unlimited, and I love her getting involved from the backcourt as well. That ace dropping just in the corner, that is her style. She can change direction on a dime, and this is exactly what we talked about with the orange side, having lots of different pieces that are going, and different players firing at the same time is what makes the team so successful, as well as having that mustached man at the helm, because he is a very stats-minded coach, and he's given all that information to them.
Brooke Nuneviller right now, 6 kills, 4 digs through 1 set. Mackenzie leading this orange team here in week number 3. Fourth season as a head coach here in the AU Pro Volleyball. Began back in 2021, took that 2024 season off, but if things continue to trend in a right direction, he could be potentially the coach of a gold team if Orange can put some big points up here tonight.
Yeah, and he's definitely, I'm pretty sure he's the winningest coach here in Athletes Unlimited history, and I don't think that's a shock or a secret or a surprise because of the way he coaches.
That's the note I was just given. He is the winningest coach in AU history.
There you go.
Here's Sambothy off the block. So we're teammates here, Key. Cooper gets the first point here. An updated look at the leaderboard. It would take a Herculean effort for Reagan Cooper to jump ahead of Team Thompson, but from a team perspective, off to a great start so far. Here's Thompson. She got going in the second set last evening, had 10 of her 23 kills in that second set, and has her first here in set 2.
And I think you can expect that. She's one of those players, I think you mentioned it, that she'll just change the look in her face. She's always having fun. It's always a good time to be on her team. She's lighthearted, but when she needs to get a point, she will, and that's why she's a gold medalist.
Long run for Hilly. There's Kingdon Rishel, has not gotten going this evening. Dani Drews, left alive by Wong-Arantes. Tip shot, Drews again. Attacked on 2, Montserrat, Hens came flying in. Now Cooper. Thompson again, long, but got the touch.
And I was surprised it took so long for that ball to go to her. A couple of times the ball going outside to Kingdon Rishel, not able to get the point, and then you could see Thompson just, her face going, give me the ball, give me the ball.
Claire Hoffman wants it behind the service line. Good serve to Cooper. They go to her. High off the block, Hilly there. A poor pass, Wong-Arantes. That could have been a lift. It will be. Has to be a clean and fluid motion on that ball. It felt like maybe she threw that one up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe rolled down her platform just a little bit and her arms went up with it, but you're exactly right. It has to bounce off you cleanly, otherwise it's considered a carry or a lift or even a double if it hits twice.
Hilly, great pass for Thompson. Monserrat well positioned. It's Drews. And it goes off the hands of Hilly as Dani Drews continues to have a strong evening. 5 kills, although you would like to see her be a little bit more efficient, hitting just over 100 right now.
I like her team saying, go get it, that kind of conversation. Really important in a volleyball squad, probably every sport, but I'm a little biased towards the volleyball.
Thompson finds hands again. Key, I've never asked anyone this question, so you're the first. When you get together after a point and you're in the huddle, is there much useful information that actually gets said?
I'd say more in the timeout. In the huddle, it's more kind of about hyping yourself up. When you get out of the huddle, you might see some middles or some players talk to each other about tactics. You know, watch this player, or she's going to hit line, or she's our priority, or make sure you block cross on her. Those kind of things maybe don't happen in the huddle so much, but when you break back into your position, you might be reminding your teammates.
Is there ever a good joke told? That was probably you, right?
I wish. I'll be telling dad jokes at any opportunity.
Probably Kevin Barnett.
Yeah,
I'm sure he had a few dad jokes in the midst of a huddle.
He's a bit of a jokester, isn't he? I got a good one on him yesterday, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's tough to do.
I drew him on the board, and I called it a tool.
Oh, that's good. I saw Shankopotamus as well yesterday. Didn't know that was a volleyball term, but it makes sense.
That's a golf term, a legit golf term. I just want to bring it to volleyball. Okay. I don't know if it's here yet, but I think we should incorporate it.
Go back to the action here where Team Thompson up over Team Cooper 5-4 here in the early stages of set 2. Thompson's tip, it goes down. And don't look now. Jordan Thompson getting going in the second set. 4 kills now here for the first 10 points of his second set. What a service mistake. You look at Jordan Thompson's game, and then you look at this AU format, and you really feel like it's a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah, I think she's one of those players that can play this sport at such a high level, as that ball goes flying into the stadium.
That was LeGros.
I think she's one of those players that is so individually strong that, yes, volleyball is a team sport, but she sometimes has been on teams where she's the one that wins the games. And that's really, I mean, this sport, Athletes Unlimited, lends itself to those players that like to take a lot of offensive load on themselves.
And you talk about load when you talk about Jordan Thompson, because she carries such a heavy load for this gold side. You touched on the swings earlier on. Taking a lot of swings once again here this evening. Dani Drews will serve. And an ace for Drews.
Thompson was taking a swing at some flies there as well that were buzzing around her head, it looked like.
Hilly sliding underneath it. Got the pass off. Hoffman right into the block. And Sambofi not making a huge impact on the offensive side, but her blocking exploits have been well noted here early to this evening.
Yeah, and this blocking is always kind of trickles on from a tough serve, and Drews is in the backcourt right now targeting Kingdon Rischel, who last night had to do half of the passing, ended up with a 50% positive, but they're looking for her tonight.
Hilly tried to attack on 2. Hens goes looking for Nunaviller, and she'll deliver yet another kill. Second set, and as you see the match score, the overall score that will decide this match, 34-24 in favor of Team Cooper after the 8-point set 2 win, or set 1 win rather. That one's wide. Trinzi almost got taken out. And I think we're gonna see a coach's challenge here.
Definitely worth having a look. Thompson doesn't look completely convinced herself, but if history is anything to go by. Oh, that is, oh, that's it. I think that's in for me.
I would agree.
It's so close.
It's not pictured there, but that ball came so close to Joe Trinzi's face that it almost shaved the mustache off.
The challenge for in-out is successful. The gold team will get the point.
We are pleased, though, to report that Joe Trinzi's mustache still very much intact.
Yeah. He's not scared of a ball coming his direction. I don't think any mustache has ever been talked about so much on television.
I mean, it's a great mustache.
Hey.
And I say that from a guy who the reason I don't have a full beard is I can't grow a mustache.
I didn't know mustache envy was a thing until I met you and Kevin.
It's a thing. It's a thing. I don't think I would ever do just a singular mustache, but there's a reason I don't have a beard.
I see some handlebars.
Here's Cappy. Monserrat, now Cooper, and off the hands of Thompson. You can see the competitive fire coming out in Cooper and Thompson.
Yeah, they're such kindred spirits. I mean, they are almost like two flames from the same bonfire. I don't know if that's an expression I just made up, but they both play so similarly.
Dani Drews out of the back row, off the block. Sambothi pushes it down.
I mentioned it before, I think it was in the first set, but Cooper telling me that if she's planning to win this set, she wants her team to do it in scrappiness, and that's a perfect example. Sambothi didn't have a good shot at it, wasn't in perfect spot, just turns her body around and makes sure that ball stays in play. That one going out the sidelines, but again, I like the offensive nature of all the players on Cooper's team, and whether it be front court, back court, middles, or any other position, just taking the opportunity to swing when it's there.
Sambothi into the block that time. Here's Cooper. Really tracking it down. Out of system for Hoffman. And into the tape she goes. We've seen Team Gold have to play out of system a lot. I think Team Cooper's done a really nice job of serving at Sydney Hilly and taking her out of a lot of plays.
Yeah, their serving has really stepped up today, and again, that's the first contact, your first chance to put an offensive target on the back of the other team, and it's worked that time. Thompson gets her team out of it because that's what she does, but I think you're exactly right. That's been the stress point for the Gold side.
And you saw it right there. If they're able to get her in the right position in system, it's really hard to stop Jordan Thompson.
Yep. And the reason for that is that if Hilly has more options than just Jordan Thompson, the blockers really can't camp out on her. They have to pay attention to Caffey. They've got Maddie Kingdom-Richel, but once she's off the net, her options go with her.
Monserrat to Drews, found hands. Talk a lot about the offensive season that Jordan Thompson is having, but Dani Drews having a fantastic season as well. If she finishes with more than 10 kills, she would have had 10 or more kills in all 9 matches through 3 weeks. Again, it's Thompson, and this time LeGros, the middle blocker, able to set up.
What a stuff from LeGros. That's the reason she is in. She didn't start out in the first week in a starting position. She worked her way into it, and we saw sparks of greatness just like that. She's a physical and strong presence at the net. She can be kind of hit or miss, but you see her cheering on from her teammates on the sidelines. I love the energy she brings to this orange side.
Well, Team Cooper with a commanding 40-27 lead in the match right now. They're rolling. When we come back, we'll go inside the gym with Dani Drews.
Ooh, my least favorite thing to do in the gym, I would say maybe push-ups. They're always really hard. I like to set up kind of like on a rack, get my own little space. I bring my bands. I have a bunch of different resistance bands. If I'm doing some core, I like to grab a mat, a foam roller, get a big yoga ball, do some stretching, lengthen out my spine a little bit before I get started. I have an upper body push-pull day. I have a lower body day. I have a full body banded and kind of like recovery type workout. And then I always like to add on a little bit of core and conditioning with each of my workouts. I really love doing like banded jumps, like really working on just like some jump technique and some power, and then using the bands to just help with the impact of landing. Really active and explosive movements, a little bit more functional fitness style of workouts, and yeah, it just helps me feel ready, feel prepared. My number one tip, I guess just eat your protein.
This was inspired by a day in the life. Molly McCage followed Dani around and saw what she got up to in a day, and I just thought her workout program is so intense. She's always doing things with bands, and she's just one of the fittest players I think I've ever seen, so I just had to get in the gym and ask her what she was doing.
Did you actually participate in any of the gym sessions?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
It was a
I
fly
do
on
know
the
you
wall.
went to the gym today, though.
I wish I was getting those kind of exercises like Dani.
How to stay healthy in the midst of long road trips. Here's Kingdon Rischel out of the timeout. It's always so interesting to see those behind-the-scenes looks of just these truly elite-level athletes, because I think when you're watching this on television, maybe they make it look so easy that you forget all the work that goes into it.
Oh, 100% they do. And I think what's really unique as well is that once you get to this professional level, like Dani Drews, for example, she makes up her own workout because she knows what's best for her body, and you kind of are very autonomous.
Joe Trincy adamant that there should have been a double called on that ball. That is not a reviewable play, though, in AU Pro Volleyball, so that is a judgment decision, and now the two head coaches going back and forth. Here's Drews. Ooh, kept up by Nunaviller. Cooper into the block. And Kingdon Rischel really starting to make an impact on this match.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Nunaviller go for that ball, which Drews was leaving. She thought it was hit off the block and out of bounds. Recycled, but the gold side taking advantage.
Drews again. That time, no hands. Thompson trying to climb back into this match. They're trailing 40-30 in the overall aggregate. Monserrat tight to the net, and LeGros puts it on the Terraflex. Excited now to be joined by Taylor Sambothi. Taylor, you've made a big impact in this game early on. What's been your strategy blocking against Jordan Thompson?
I think I'm just trying to really hone in on my eye work. She swings at a really high contact point, so I think being later is better, so I'm getting her while I'm in my full press. Oh, shoot. In. Challenge. Challenge that! Sorry. Hi, guys. Sorry.
That's all right. You don't have a mic on you or anything.
I'm a little excited.
I know. We love that about you, Taylor. That's why we love watching you. And what's the best part about playing on this orange side? Because it looks like you guys are just really in sync every night.
Yeah, so we have a lot of really amazing personalities in this group. I think all these girls come in every single day with such a good attitude and so much like desire to work hard, and it's just kind of like spreading throughout the entire team. It's really, really like effective for us to just come in and just try to all be on the same page, and we're the Orange Retrievers. These girls keep me young.
Well, they did review after you yelled, Taylor, for them to review, and we're getting a look at it right now.
After review, the challenge for ball in is unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge there. Taylor, one more quick question for you.
Cool, let me
Just
know.
talking with Key as a middle, having to adjust and playing with new setters each week. How do you go about handling your
I think
business in that area?
just keeping an open mind and really just trying to be up and giving them that big window. I think that's something that all setters can really adjust to well and kind of can recognize in a hitter. So you really just want to keep that high elbow, give them the window. And yeah, sorry.
So distracting. The play is so good. I feel as though you've mentioned it already, but The retrievers, is that something your team is hanging your hat on in terms of just being scrappy for every single ball? Because that's something Cooper told me about before the game. Do you think you're living and breathing it?
Yeah, I think we are as a group. We're just trying to have that green light mentality. It's another thing Joe's been really talking to us about in the last few games. It's just kind of like, we're not a super technical group, but we know that when we bring a lot of energy. Oh, sorry, I gotta go, y'all. Bye.
See ya. Timothy called into action. Gotta love when that happens right there. We get to talk to them right before they go into the action.
And it really is something you don't get anywhere else in the world, let alone in volleyball or in the US. I mean, I never in my life have been able to speak to players while they're in the midst of it. I mean, you really get a front row seat to the action here.
Here's Timothy, just off the air with us, back into the game. And it goes off the hands of Dani Drews and out for the kill. And I think it's worth thanking the players for that access, because it really does add something to the league and to these broadcasts.
I hope so, because I think it's, you know, I'm obviously biased and I love talking to these players. They're friends of mine, they're great volleyball athletes, but if you're sitting at home and you get a chance to actually hear the inside thoughts of someone who's on the court as you're watching, that's really, you cannot replicate that.
Yeah, I haven't known you very long, but I imagine you could probably talk to just about anybody.
Aw, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. I do love a chit-chat.
Hilly, here's Hoffman. Tight to the net, and the joust cleaned up by Claire Hoffman.
I'd say us chatty Cathys, we're in the right profession, right? Just sitting here on the microphone talking volleyball.
That's what my wife tells me. Team Thompson trying to claw back in, down by 7 in the overall match score. Gold right now on an 8-2 run. Nunaviller. And they're going to call hands. And that might be an automatic challenge.
Ooh, it's getting a little feisty out there.
The line judge coming down to talk.
I feel as though the gold side are feeling a bit of pressure. I don't know if that's emanating to you as well or to anyone watching at home, but it's the first time we've really seen the gold side actually under pressure.
Well, they are going to challenge this play. And Sophie Fisher, who was right in the middle of that, was adamant that she did not touch that ball.
After review, the challenge for no block touch is successful. Gold gets the ball.
And that call was made in our Nashville replay office. And Key, the one thing I love is when we see a quick challenge and an easy decision is made.
Yeah, quick challenge is a good challenge, they say. Or I say. Anyone can say it, I guess.
Here's Nunaviller responding after the challenge that gave Team Gold a point. And Cooper holding on to that 7-point edge. Montserrat, plenty of options, goes to Nunaviller. She's been so good all night long.
Off the hands and just out of bounds, capitalizing on the mismatch there between Hilly and Fisher.
And again, Gold wanted a touch, they got the touch.
I think here in the booth, we're gonna have to remind Joe Trinzi he makes a better wall than a window. Hard to see some of these plays because he wants to be right up there on the side of the court.
He is one of the more active head coaches in this league. Here's Montserrat, a swing for Nunaviller. And she's been so good at just finding hands and swinging as hard as she can tonight.
And I love that it's been a different player every night, right? Sometimes it's been Cooper that's gone off, other nights it's been Drews, now it's Nunaviller who's really showing out. And again, that is what makes this team special. It's that balance all around in the offense.
Here's Thompson, off the block, powered it right through it. What happened there?
I think you called it. Power is her game. I mean, typically we see her go over and around the blocks, but if she's a little bit lower, that ball dying inside, she'll just go with some strength to try and beat the blockers. If they're late and they're not fully set up, that's when she has the advantage.
Oh, a miscue by Kathy. Gold thought there might have been a net violation on Orange, but none was called. 36-38, the overall match score at the moment. Thompson, she's really starting to get going.
Whoa, that one ricocheted off the floor. Miller getting the receiving end of it. I expect a lot of balls to go to Thompson in these last couple of points.
She has 9 kills in this second set. Almost inexact to how she was last evening as Cooper finds the floor.
And Cooper's such a similar style of play to Thompson. I talk about it again and again, but look at where she reaches the point when she gets up to swing. And she said to me, oh, it's a huge honor to be even recognized in the same breath as Jordan Thompson, but I see so many similarities.
Hilly kept it on her side, pushed over by Kingdon Rischel. Now Cooper another swing. Hilly taken out of the play. Down ball to Thompson. And for the second night in a row, 10 kills in the second set for Jordan Thompson.
Wild that she had just 4 points in that first set.
Drews looking for the answer. Didn't deliver it. Kingdon Rischel. And that's going to be a double.
Yeah, that one's fairly clear cut. The rules on double have gotten a little bit lighter in the last years. You can double if you're the setter and you're setting to your own team, but as soon as that ball goes over the net, then it cannot be an attack with a double.
There's Kingdon Rischel. Manavilla was there, overpass. It's gonna be kept alive for Fisher, and she takes advantage. Give the assist to Jordan Thompson. And a second set win for Team Thompson. Each player securing 40 win points for that 25-22 set victory. But it's Team Cooper right now, up by 5. Gold's coming. Can Orange hang on?
Thompson can take over matches.
Another stupendous kill from 97.
That's a nasty swing from Thompson.
Another kill by Thompson. It's just a different sound when she lays into the ball. And it just became the Jordan Thompson show.
I feel like the biggest thing is just to have confidence in myself. And it sounds so simple, but I think it's really easy through the ups and downs to lose that at times. And whenever I'm struggling, maybe I'm in a rut or I'm just like out of rhythm and I'm not really feeling like myself, I know I can always rely on my teammates. I think my teammates have been huge in my journey of continuing to encourage me and almost hold a mirror up to myself and be like, look at who you are. Like, you're amazing. You can do this. You're capable. Those moments are always really powerful.
Jordan Thompson continuing to play with a ton of confidence here. Team Thompson, though, trailing by 5, 47-42 as we head to the third set. But JT doing JT things in that second set once again tonight.
Yeah, so cool as well to hear her talk about how her teammates are the ones that lift her up, but she is the one doing all of the scoring here. And we talked about her turning it on. So in the first set, we saw just 4 kills from her and then 10 in the next. This is a player that has no fear in those high-pressure moments. I mean, you're an Olympic gold medalist, for goodness sake. She said it herself. She knows she has greatness inside of her, and that really, it speaks to how a player can improve day after day, even when you're already at the highest level. How can you look to do a little bit better and just that 1% more? That's that player. She's the one who looks to herself to do everything.
Called her the gold standard off the top of this broadcast, and when you look at the kills per set numbers that she's putting up this year, she's really in a league of her own. And Key, honestly, that number's actually gone up tonight. It's 6.36 as we get set for set number 3. But she is playing at a level that we have never seen someone play here at AU.
Yeah, and I think you showed me some of the math on it, which I'm not huge on the math, but you explained it really well, is that she's only playing for a 4-week season, and most other players are playing a 5-week season. So if you extrapolate that out over the years, she would dominate. She would just smash the records.
Brooke Nuneviller will serve here for Team Orange as we begin the third set. Lion Energy Center here in Madison, Wisconsin. An early swing there from Jordan Thompson. Tip job by Drews. A swing for Hoffman. Sky high, Hilly attacks and finishes. And going back to Thompson for a moment, keep talking about that math. If Jordan Thompson was to continue the same level of production that she is playing at right now, she would be at 227 kills by the end of the season, which would be just 6 short of the all-time record held by Betty De La Cruz. The kicker is she would have done it in 9 fewer matches.
Yeah, she's on a different level. She's one of those players that so fun to watch, but efficiently just on a completely different playing field.
Really feels like Gold has come out swinging here in the third set. Cooper trying to match the energy. Here's Hoffman. Now Nuneviller. This is the grand finale we were hoping for. Just big hitters right now. Free ball. Out for Cooper. Cooper again. And Jordan Thompson frustrated that she couldn't keep that block inside the playing surface.
Cooper mouthing to her team, I love it. And I think that's got to feel even a little bit extra good if you're Cooper going up and swinging and beating Thompson at her own game. As we head to this third set, keep an eye on the match score at the bottom of your screen. Right now, Team Cooper, after the 8-point first set win, clinging to a 4-point edge in the overall match score. And Drews is rejected right there. Team Thompson right now leading 3-1, and we are now joined by Sophie Fisher in the chair. Sophie, how much fun has it been to play alongside Jordan Thompson and the rest of your teammates on Team Gold this week?
I mean, just so much fun. A lot of them are just so experienced, and I feel like I'm learning a lot from them, but we also have a really good amount of fun, so.
In terms of being a middle blocker in a game like this, where a lot of balls are going to Thompson, how do you try and impact a match, maybe in different ways than the offense?
I think just trying to be really disciplined with my blocking and putting up a good view for the defense to see around or getting good blocks.
Sophie, you're still very early on in your career. What's been the biggest challenge transitioning from a college career where you were excellent to now playing at the professional level?
Honestly, I think just that everyone's good. So, like, I have to go. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you. We're 2 for 2 on that tonight.
I know. We keep grabbing them at awkward times. But I think that if you're a middle blocker, you really only have enough time to just take a sip of water before you're back in.
Maybe it's our fault. We just keep asking one too many questions.
We're chatty Cathy's over here.
Exactly.
You know it. We already admitted to it. Especially when we get a middle blocker. I'm 2 for 2 on middles tonight, so I could talk all night.
Reagan Cooper, 10 more kills tonight. Oh, there was a big swing from Fisher. Hintz keeping it alive. Fisher. Yes, ma'am.
I also feel like there should be some stat for going in the chair chat and then going back into the game, because it seems like there's that little bit of energy. Saw it from Sambothi, now again from Fisher.
Those are those energy points we were talking about that maybe they could add in the future.
We could get some stats for us as well at the broadcast.
Here's Drews, high off the block. She has been excellent tonight. 8 kills, needing just 2 more to go into double figures for the 9th time this season. Her and Thompson are the only 2 to do that in the league this year. Fisher getting some good work at the net. Now Nuneviller over the block. Kingdon Rischel right into that block. Short ball from Fisher. They run it again to Nunaviller. That time Hoffman underneath it, and Kingdon Rischel just threw it over. What's the saying? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, sometimes it is. I was watching out for Fisher there. My next question, if she had stayed in the chair, was going to be, are we going to see you play some backcourt or some right side? Because she can attack high balls as well. And I thought Thompson looked at her there and said, hey, go on, hit it. And free balled it over. Missed opportunity.
Next time.
This time, Fisher.
Thompson and Kingdon Rischel not on the same page. It goes out for the hands of Gold. Team Thompson's gotten themselves right back in this match, Key. What's been the biggest difference on that side?
Well, one of them's Thompson, right? We mentioned it, she wasn't scoring her normal numbers in that first set, so now Hilly's looking for her a little bit more. There's just more offensive output from the Gold side.
Kingdon Rischel with a heavy swing. Drews. We are seeing the heavy hitters of AU here in this match.
Man, Drews, just when she gets her hand on that ball, there's just a different feel to it, a different sound, a different energy.
Thompson, blow for blow. Incredibly high-level volleyball here in Madison. And too strong there from Fisher. I don't know, Key, I asked you that question a couple minutes ago, and I had to check the syllabus to make sure you weren't cheating off of it, but it's kind of the easy answer, right?
What's that?
With Team Thompson and just going to Jordan Thompson.
Yeah, and absolutely, they're going to look for her again and again because I think that's what she wants as well. If you're the captain of a team and you're the one who put this squad together, that's what makes Athletes Unlimited unusual, and the fact that she can demand the ball. It is her team. It's not just that she is a part of a team and she's a good player on a team. This is the team that she crafted. So if she looks to her setter and says, give me the ball, essentially you got to do it.
Here's Sambothi down the line. Team Thompson, you need to put together a run right here. We saw Team McCage in the match just before this kind of come from behind late to dethrone Team Valentine Anderson. Sambothi, Hilly was there. Orange is gonna have another try. It's Cooper. Oh yeah.
I mean, what a slice from Cooper. I mean, forget the fact that Hens is back there just cleaning everything up, which is almost something we've forgotten to even notice, is that she's there because she makes it look so simple. But Cooper with this absolute angle on her.
Can't get a slice that sharp at a delicatessen here in Wisconsin, and they're known for them.
Yeah, that's prosciutto style.
I'm glad I got to try some cheese, though, on this trip.
I know, me too. Thanks for
Wisconsin cheese? Come on, you got to.
Thanks for forcing a curd on me. I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to eat a curd.
What we haven't told the viewers is that once we went off air, you have demolished those. There's none left.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Here's Jordan Thompson, right back into her face. Cooper tying it at 9. And LeGros going under the net. You can get away with that here in AU, I guess.
Was she going over to give a hug or just to make sure Thompson was okay?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Painful.
I think Thompson was a bit confused. Here's Hoffman. Nunaviller out of the back row. Cooper has a go. And off the hands of Longorantes. Cooper right now with 12 kills. Nunaviller with 10. Dani Drews with 9. You talk about a formula to get a win against Team Thompson, and having that amount of offense would be part of the answer as they get more with the ace. Plus 12 points now for Sambothi.
Yeah, Sambothi's sneaky good as well. She has 8 aces in the league. That makes 9. She's a top ace server in the entire league.
Where are they going? It's Cooper. Long run. She throws the hands up. Was that a Jordan shrug I just saw?
I mean, You mean Jordan Thompson or Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
The GOAT.
When you say Jordan the GOAT in volleyball,
That's fair. Okay.
You never know.
We will not have the conversation of Michael Jordan versus LeBron James on this broadcast. Here's Thompson. Cuts the block there off the hands of LeGros.
It's funny, though, because in volleyball, there's also Jordan Larson, who you might refer to as the GOAT. There's just too many Jordans around these parts.
So basically, you're saying you name your kid Jordan, and they've got at least a fighting chance to be pretty successful.
There is greatness in them, yes.
Here's Cooper. Oh, yeah. Orange cannot be stopped. Their magic number coming into this set was 21.
They're inching closer. And again, everyone playing a part on the orange side. But Cooper taking a lot of the offense in this third set.
There's Caffey. That's a look we haven't seen much in this match. Cooper again. This time Wong Arantes got there. Now Kingdon Rischel. Pushed over by Caffey. Look at the defense. And Cooper unable to pay it off. But man, that play by Morgan Hentz was special.
Here's the dig on the gold side. Wong Arantes just flying in the air. And then look at this. Hentz coming out of nowhere on that short ball. These defensive plays, spectacular.
Quick push over there for Fisher. Now Drews, double figures in the kills department for the 9th time this year.
It's too early to call this set, but if the orange side win, this will be the first time that Thompson has lost all season. She's gone undefeated for 8 matches in a row.
She's yet to lose this season. Thompson trying to claw her team back in. Nonneville are going to have a go. That one almost roofed. Drews. Good communication there from Gold. LeGros finds some open real estate. And that will take us to break here in set number 3. Team Cooper on the precipice of handing Jordan Thompson her first loss of the year here in lovely Madison, Wisconsin. Back in Madison, Wisconsin, where we have a treat for you. Team Cooper right now in the lead over Team Thompson, and we are joined on the broadcast here by Reagan Cooper, the leader of Team Cooper. And Reagan, this has been an incredible run for your team, and you look at this match in particular. You've got 13 or 14 kills. Brooks got 10. Dani's got 10. How difficult are you guys to beat when you're all firing on all cylinders?
I mean, I knew going into this match that the other team was going to be very offensive, and so I knew that we had the offensive power as well to compete with them. And I mean, Dani and Brooke are also amazing defensive players as well, which allowed us to be scrappy against them, and so I feel like it's kind of their offense against ours, but we also have the defensive piece. So yeah, it's been amazing so far. I'm so proud of my team.
You talked to me before the match about wanting to have all those tools in your toolkit. Do you feel like you've been able to use everything tonight?
I do. I knew that they were going to defend perimeter against me kind of deep, so at the beginning I mixed in a couple short shots, and then once I started crashing in, just recently I started going deep because I could feel them crashing in on me. So I feel like mixing up my shots has made it a little bit more difficult for their defense to figure out where to stand against me.
Reagan, one more question for you. How good has Marley Montserrat been for you guys this week at the setter position?
She's amazing. Not only is she an amazing player, but she's also a great person. I played with her in the scrimmage before we actually started the matches, and I never got to play with her again. So whenever I was captain, I was like, I need to get her back on my team because our connection is solid, and she's just an amazing person to have on the team.
Well, Reagan, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Team Cooper right now leading 16-11 here in this third set. We do have a challenge on the floor of a block touch.
Oh, speaking to Cooper there, I mean, it's wild to think that this could be the first time, a first team that could take down Thompson, but she's exactly right. Our team has so many pieces, and we're looking for a touch here, and I don't think I see one, but I genuinely really respect the way that this orange side has been put together. I think as a first-time captain, she did a great job of figuring out what pieces she wanted to put in place. She mentioned a bit of offense, some defense. She's got Hent there in the backcourt, Scrappy. I mean, everything that you want in a victorious team, she's got.
Here's one more look. A replay crew down in Nashville trying to see if they see a touch.
Maybe a tiny finger now that I see it again, just off of Legros, but so difficult to decipher.
After review, the challenge for block touch is going to be unsuccessful. The call will stand. Orange will retain the ball.
Key, do you ever think about how many more kills you would have had in your career if things replay back when you played?
I know. I can think of specific matches where someone's come up to me after a game and said, I actually did touch that ball. One of them was the championship in the Italian league in Auno, so I was a little stressed afterwards.
There's Thompson off the block, still fighting. Inside the Olympian Key Michael, I'm Noah Frary. Final match of week 3 here in Madison. Not much time left in this match, which makes you start to think about captains for next week. And right now, Thompson is going to be in the gold jersey once again. Reagan Cooper, though, has solidified herself in that orange jersey. Are there changes that either team should make heading into that next week?
Well, I mean, Cooper's going to try and get exactly what she got this week. I doubt she's going to be able to take the entire team again, because people will see this. They'll see what worked, and they'll scoop some of those players up. But Thompson, I think, she'll probably take away from this that she needs some more point scorers in those other areas, because she cannot be the only one to be scoring points.
That battle with Drews, Hoffman, and Kingdon Rischel right now is really intriguing here with just a few points left in this match. That purple captain, that team was captained by McCage this week. Certainly up for grabs here late in this match. There will be win points at the end of this set, as well as for the overall match. 40 points for a set win, 60 for the match. And then there will be 3 MVPs voted on by the players that will also get added into the scores. Roll shot from Drews. Thompson's tip kept down Nunaviller. And Kingdon Rischel still fighting.
I like that Hilly's trying to still find some different pieces of the puzzle. She's still using her middle. She's looking for Rischel in the back. And in fact, I think is something that could open up the block even more, is using that back court.
That one kept alive by Hilly. And now wide for Hoffman.
Dani Drews.
Magic number 21 for Team Cooper. And Drews serves wide, -8, and that could factor in heavily to if she is in that captain's chair next week. She had a 9-point lead a moment ago when we checked. Sam Bothy has been so good in this match. Kingdon Rischel with another kill. Give her 8 more on the individual kill.
And how about that dig from Thompson as well, just sitting in the cross court, popping the ball alive. I mean, we saw a few balls go down on that sideline earlier on in the match, so it made the adjustment and gets her team going.
Not only did she pop that one up, the pass was exquisite. Long there for Nunaviller, no touch. And a timeout coming here for Team Cooper. Magic number is 21. Team Thompson trying to get back into it, much like we saw earlier tonight from Team McCage, and Natalia Zaleo Pereira putting together a strong performance right now in the driver's seat to be a captain in week 4.
Yeah, that would be so fun because we haven't seen her as a captain yet, but this is why her performance in that purple squad earlier tonight was on fire. She was finding all kinds of angles. She was getting some blocks going, serving pressure, also the defense. I mean, that's kind of what she's known for, being real scrappy in the backcourt, but Natalia would be such a fun captain to see. So I don't know where it shakes out, but I would love to see it.
She picked up MVP 3 votes in that match earlier on. It was a clean sweep. And you got to love that for Maddie Bugg. She was drafted to that team, was not the starting setter to begin week 3, but ends up becoming that starting setter and pushes them to that big victory here this evening.
Yeah, we talked about Bugg being someone that Molly McCage recognizes as an excellent setter in her own right. They played together for a long time, and she knows her and trusts her. And I think those little details when you're drafting a team that you know you can trust the players around you, it comes in huge when you're in this kind of league.
And right now, a ton of intrigue. Just 20 points separating Kingdon, Rochelle, and Dani Drews right now. Zaleo Pereira sitting in that purple jersey for week 4. Still plenty of points left on the board. Here's Thompson. And we will get a captain's challenge here. And Key, I think one thing that's so interesting about that leaderboard a moment ago that we haven't even touched on is you have the individual points, but those win points really loom large. And if you're Team Cooper right now and you're able to take this set and ultimately the match, that's an additional 100 points that someone like Dani Drews is going to get credited with.
Yeah, and then those MVP votes as well. So there's still plenty more opportunities to earn some points and get yourself in that captain's chair. And we talk a lot about sometimes those win points are the most important. I mean, there were some teams, some players in week 1 that hadn't even touched the court, but were yet places above others that had played because of those win points. We're looking
challenging that there was whether or not there was a touch, it was initially ruled no touch on that block.
Thompson pointing through the net saying, come on now.
Can you indulge me for a second? If Dani Drews was to be in the captain's chair, who are the type of players that she would want to surround herself with?
Well, I think Drews is a high energy player, so she's going to want people that reflect that as well. And I think everyone has said something to the effect of they want good vibes.
After review, the challenge for block touch is unsuccessful. The ball goes to orange.
I love the facial expressions you get out of JT.
Now serving number 50.
There's been a couple of them that could very easily be turned into memes this weekend.
I know.
Here's Brooke Nunaviller. Hoffman wide. And this next point for Team Cooper, serving basically as an overall match point, coming in with that magic number of 21. Trying to put away Team Thompson, something that no one's been able to do this year.
And what's wild is that second set just missed out on taking that entire set just by an inch. There was a discussion, remember.
Well, it has been an incredible week here in Madison and getting set for that fourth week. And Key, you participated in this league back in the day. How exciting is that final week of this league?
Oh, it's so fun, especially because everyone is just looking towards who's going to be the champion. Sometimes you know it a couple of games ahead of time. Abercrombie, I think last year, they already knew it the night before, so she was ready and she said, I was prepared. I had already a speech in mind, but you know, it's just such a fun league that you have that added extra special thing about a championship point, a championship day. So there's someone that you get to celebrate and a person that you get to enjoy. And if it does end up being Jordan Thompson, I think she will have well and truly deserved it.
Right now, Jordan Thompson with a over 800 point lead on the leaderboard. It would take something almost unthinkable in that fourth week for her not to be crowned champion this year. Reagan Cooper had to cut that one, just mishit it. Team Thompson still with life, but they would have to run the table here That'd be one of the greatest runs you've probably ever seen.
Well, I saw a massive run the other day. LSU.
That one was crazy.
9 points, I think.
Thompson trying to keep it alive. Drews ends it. Key, the balls have just been coming my way all night long.
I know.
You were supposed to protect me.
I told you I wasn't going to get my arms in the way of a defense, especially on a set point like that. And I don't know if Orange side knew that they've just won the match with that one, but what a way to do it.
I mean, you did hit me earlier trying to protect me, so.
Was I or was it just hitting you? I can't remember.
I'll give you some cover. Here's Cooper. Thompson will keep it up. And Thompson goes off the block. Team Cooper, though, has secured the match victory here on aggregate, so plus 60 points for each player on that team, and that's going to push Dani Drews into that captain's role here in week 4. Still 40 points to go for a set victory if Team Cooper can secure that. And as we mentioned, the MVP and any reigning individual points like that kill for Cooper, giving her plus 8.
She's been so fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I say that about a lot of players, and I really, truly think that Cooper has something special in her, and she's still so young in her career. You know, we haven't even seen her. There's potential for her to end up, you know, maybe on an Olympic squad one day, and this would kind of be the start of it.
Long. That takes us just a little bit closer. Team Cooper has already secured the win here tonight. Marley Montserrat. Thompson. And no hands were found. Set point here for Team Cooper. Thompson one more time, continuing to fight.
A little bit of frustration showing there on Thompson's face. The first team that's been able to topple her from the throne.
Still a heck of an individual performance tonight with 21 kills. Now has a league record for career 20 kill performances as Team Cooper ends it. And for the first time this season, Jordan Thompson has been handed a loss. 40 more points for everyone on Team Cooper. And a great way to cap this final game of week 3 here in Madison, Wisconsin. So Team Cooper's out on top. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here on week 3 in Madison, Wisconsin.
Another one. Angle on that C ball here. Angle on that C ball here. Come on. Yeah, that looks like a good block. I mean, she had this much to hit. I think that's. If she caught the line on that one, good one for her. Yeah.
Okay.
And then keep setting on that end line. When you come in there, just keep setting that end line. Clean up all that deep stuff. Way to play, Marley! Yes! Way to save that ball. Good. Taylor! Yes!
It was a night of smiles for Team Cooper. Reagan Cooper, second on the leaderboard after 3 weeks, securing the 72-62 victory over Team Thompson. But it was Dani Drews' night. 11 kills, 13 digs for number 1. It will be good enough to put her into a captain's chair in week 4. She did a little bit of it all, defense. And then there was plenty of offense. But Dani Drews putting together a fantastic performance as Team Cooper caps off a win, handing Jordan Thompson her first loss of the season. A Look at the leaderboard where the win points have been factored in, MVP points still to be factored in, but not enough to push Maddie Kingdon-Rischel into a captain's chair. So it's a sea of orange. Reagan Cooper, Dani Drews, and Morgan Hentz will round out the 4 captains for week 4. And our key Michael is with Dani Drews.
Dani, 3-0 on the weekend. What was so special about this team?
Yeah, I think this team was just really well-rounded, and we also just played really scrappy, like relentless defense, and yeah, it just worked out for us. It was a really fun weekend.
You're the first team to take down Jordan Thompson's team. What was it that you think that you did really well that you want to do in the next weekend as well?
Yeah, like I said, I just think we just never gave up when it came to defense and just playing patient through those long rallies, because we know like she's a great attacker. She also has other great attackers on the team. So we have some big arms coming at us. So just being willing to play the ball high and be patient and hopefully take some big brave swings in transition.
Well, I told you just before we went live, you might be a captain. We don't know. We got to get all the votes in. But do you know what your draft strategy might be?
I don't know. Depending on where you draft, it can be a tough position. But, I mean, I love all the facilitators here, so I always really rely pretty heavily on them to help me out.
Well, I know you said as well, Christian, we'll be giving you some info as well. Your husband's been keeping an eye on it. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. And Noah, back to you.
Well, what an awesome way to cap off week 3 here at the AU Pro Volleyball Championship. Team Cooper handing Jordan Thompson and Team Gold their first loss of the year. It's Team Cooper over Thompson, 72-62. The Athlete Unlimited Pro Volleyball Championship continues Thursday at 6:30 Eastern with another doubleheader. Check out where to watch on the website at auprovolleyball.com. So for Key Michael and our entire crew, I'm Noah Prairie saying thanks for watching from Madison.